Winter is coming and I gotta figure out what to do with my beard. What is going on, internet? Eric Bandholz back again with another Beardbrand Alliance. Hope all is well on the other side of the internet. It is time to do a maintenance trim on my beard. I just hopped out of the shower. My beard's still a little bit wet, already styled the hair. But what I want to do is kind of walk you through my thought process with how I decide to trim my beard as I grow it out for winter. Because winter's coming, it's going to get a little longer. First thing first, I want to put a little bit of utility oil in my beard. For a beard of this length, we're doing about 3 or 4 pumps. And then we just work it into the beard and work it into the hair. Now let's comb it through, get a feel for what my beard looks like naturally. Okay, let me give you a beard tour. So, my mustache, it's pretty good. I actually kind of like the bigger mustache. What I'm thinking about as I trim is going to be kind of the line I have here. You can tell I've got some hairs that have gotten a little long. And then as we go down here, you can see the neck has gotten a little out of control and my neckline is a little outside that zone that I want. The other thing, I don't know if you can notice or not, I have a tendency to actually pluck hairs from this section. So I've developed kind of like a weird cowlick kind of spot right here where the beard doesn't come together. This side is my thinner side. I have a little bit of thinness here. And again, same thing up here. I want to take care of this. So it's the lines. And basically I have 2 options when it comes to trimming my beard. One is I can style it into shape and trim it after I style it. The second is to style it as it kind of lays naturally. And the advantage of styling it as it lays naturally is going to be a lower maintenance type of trim. You're working with what you have. But the downside is when you style it, your beard's going to look better, in my opinion. So I'm going to do kind of a hybrid, and what I'm going to do is style my mustache, because I pretty much always style my mustache to get it out of my mouth. But I'm going to leave my beard in its natural state and try to work with its natural waves and curls. Styling my mustache is super easy. I just grab my hair dryer, put it on high heat, and then work it into the direction that I want to go. The key with mustaches, and you may notice it, is I want to blow it backwards towards my face, along the face rather than out. So if you're blow drying your mustache out, it's going to look less natural than a mustache that's blown along your face. So think of that as you style your mustache if you have a big mustache like me. The other thing you may notice, you can hear a difference. I'm pressing the cold blast when I feel it getting a little too hot. Cool it down to kind of lock it into place. So you see after blow drying it, it kind of looks like it's blowing out wide. In my opinion, the best style mustache is actually down and out. So we're going down, out, and back is the goal. So I want to get a little bit of that motion. Get it down, out, and back. And I might have to do a little bit of trimming on the ends. You see a little bit of wispiness happening here. So we'll trim that up as well. Okay, now onto the beard trim. What I like to do is start with the easy parts first, and that's going to be my cheek line. I don't have my hairs go up too high, so it's not too much work for me. I'm just really clipping a couple of these loose hairs. You may notice a brand new trimmer here. This is the Beardbrand trimmer. On September 3rd, which might be today, we are doing a pre-launch, a Kickstarter for this. This has been in the works. We have been collaborating with Brio for years, and we collaborated with Brio for this to do our custom colorway. You may notice it's white, but you can't probably see this on camera, but it is a warm, natural white. And we've done some nice little details like adjusting these settings here, where it's Beardbrand is more simple. We adjusted the color here, where we've got the nice cool blue, and just slight changes of color between the pieces. A white guard here. If you have a Brio version 2, it is compatible with the guard, so if you have 0 blade, you can pop it on here. If you already have a trimmer, sometimes it's nice to have a trimmer for your beard and hair, and then the rest for your body. So there's no point. You can't have too many, or maybe you have one in your dot bag that you travel with and one that you keep on you. So super excited for this. Head over to beardbrand.com, check it out, and put a pre-order in them. Because if we don't hit our numbers, frankly, we're not going to produce it. All right, let's go. As you can see, I like to freehand my clippers. I don't have any time for those guides or anything like that where you're trying to shape it. The general goal is we just want a natural curve. The more natural, the better. You want it to look like it should exist naturally. Sometimes you can even get too perfect of a curve. So like kind of making sure it's a little messy on the end actually, in my opinion, enhances the look. Okay, now on to the harder part, which is the neckline, because you can't always see it very well. My goal is to kind of hit right where my jaw hits my neck. But the thing is, I'm kind of growing my beard out. So this is becoming less and less important to me, especially as my beard gets longer down to here. I'm effectively going to stop trimming the neckline. So this is really going to be the last trim that I have for the neckline, but it is going to be nice to clear this up. So let's get going. So for those who are not sure where your line should be, generally think of your neck going up and down, and then below your chin is kind of perpendicular. So you want to find this point where your neck meets your jaw. And that's kind of the line that you're going for. A lot of guys can kind of go too far forward. So like imagine this is the underside here. Instead of trimming here, you're kind of trimming up here. And what you do is you create this weird line up here. So the best strategy is generally leave more length than you feel comfortable, because you can always take more off down the road. It is harder to put it back on or give it a little bit of time. So remember, most people, it's like a finger length above your Adam's apple, if you can see your Adam's apple. Let's keep on going. Okay, now that I got the neckline, what I want to do is, you may notice it, but I just generally get kind of a few hairs that grow quicker than the others. And I'm a big believer, probably against Greg Berzinsky and his advice, to kind of trim those up as they come down. The key is that we're going after just kind of like, you see these random hairs. And granted, they may curve in a different spot and not stick out in the future. But generally speaking, if you're working with your beard's natural style, they're going to fall in line pretty regularly. So what we're trying to do is really just level it up. Generally speaking, you're going to want a little more length in the front and take it back a little bit higher. So I do have a little bit of extra length here. That is bringing a little bit more mass to the back of my beard than I want. I don't want it dramatic. I don't want it like a super angle. I want it more natural, as I've kind of talked about. And again, something that leads me to be able to grow my beard out with density and growth over time. So wavy beards can be quite difficult to change, especially in their non-stylized beard. I'm actually going to stop it here because I feel like if I try to perfect it, I'm just going to end up going shorter and shorter and shorter. And my goal right now is to give a little length. So over time, over a month or two, the waves are going to change. So the big thing was really getting rid of the neckline and kind of like the hair up here, which doesn't really look like it because I got it all sticking to me. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do for the beard trim is take care of the mustache on the ends. Really, I want it out, but not so far. And you'll notice what I did there to kind of assist with the shape. I'm leaving it a little bit longer towards the back of the mustache and a little bit shorter up here, and that gives it that more swooping type of motion. So there you have it. That is how I trim my beard as I prepare for winter to grow it out, get a little more length behind it. Head over to beardbrand.com, go ahead, get a commitment to the new utility trimmer. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching. Cheers. Keep on growing.